Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmick. Blech. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. I will be doing a collective message today, so with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Right. Before we get into the message, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and donations. All of it really does help out the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We've got happy family card. So, okay. And journey. When I saw journey, I heard journey to a happy family. So maybe that's what's going on. Read happy family. Okay. Let's see here. The rainbow over this happy family portends a time of joy and celebration. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun and frivolity that a friend or family experience can bring. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. If you're single, finding this card in your spread could indicate a potential meeting and perhaps relationship with someone who has children from a previous marriage. This ready made family might bring some challenges, but it could be your destiny in this lifetime. This also may signify a celebration coming up, such as a wedding anniversary or birthday party. Okay. And then journey. Yeah, I'm not being told to read it or anything. I just really feel like it's literally a journey to a happy family. So what's going on this journey? Okay. What's going on to this the journey to a happy family? Interesting. That was reversed. I feel like there's something significant there. Maybe you feel like you're taking a backwards journey. That's an interesting way to put it. Um, Maybe it's one of those because the description talked about like having kids from a previous situation. So maybe it's something where you either you or another person that you're interested in had kids from a different relationship, and then you want to come together and have this happy family, and it feels like for some of you maybe this is a past person because there's almost this energy of like I did it the wrong way, or I did it like I did this part of the journey backwards. There's something there, maybe having kids before marriage or something like that. That's very like traditional societal norms, but it could be something like that. It could be maybe this person you knew previous to having children or previous to them having children, and you feel as though there was an opportunity and you could have had that with this person, but that didn't happen, and now you're kind of going back. There's like this, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Take that if it resonates. That might only be for a select few people. Okay. Okay. We've got the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving. It can be about generosity. It can be sometimes it can actually symbolize like your relationship with money and the flow of abundance. Maybe that's something, so it kind of came out like sideways, almost in reverse. And there could be something going on with your finances that is affecting this journey to this happy family scenario. And so, yeah, finances could be affecting this right now. If that's the case, what I'm picking up, and obviously, take it if it resonates. What I'm picking up though is this isn't something because of the placement and everything. It's not something you're worried about. I feel like it's kind of it's one of those in your mind it feels bigger than what it is in the situation. This is kind of one of those energies where by being in this energy your finances will shift as well because it's you're just vibrating from a different frequency, and things that were previously challenging and kind of blocked in a way that will open up by being in this energy. This is a very, very loving energy. It's operating from that heart space, which is where we really tap into things like infinite abundance. Um yeah. Yeah. What else? The Fool. All right. So on the sun. Oh damn. Okay, okay. That's what's influencing us. All right. So okay. We're gonna start with the Fool. This is about taking a leap. This is about a new beginning. Yeah. And because we've got journey here, I feel like there's a leap of faith that is being asked for you to take right now to lead you on this journey to your happy family energy. And with the Two of Swords coming out, that's part of it because this is that indecision energy. This is that, do I do this or do I do that? I don't know what choice to make, so I'm going to go over here and play darts. It's that energy. And okay. Um, so I'm being told to talk about this. If there is a situation in your life, even if it's a big one, this is a way to really get in touch with what it is that you actually desire. So what you do is you flip a coin and you give these two things. So if it's like let's say cuz I'm picking up like a romantic thread for sure. So let's say if it's one of these like do I reach out to this person and take my shot or do I not do that and open up to other romantic possibilities. Okay. So let's say it's like reach out to this person, attempt to connect with them and see if they want, to do this thing. Or don't do that, maybe get on some dating apps and see what happens there. Let's say that's your choice. That's your options right now. So what you do is you flip a coin and you do like heads for going to for the person, tails for the dating app. And then you flip the coin. When it lands, it's how you feel when you see it. And so if it lands, let's say it lands on tails and that's the dating app, I think that's what we said. Um and then you feel like, "Oh, I was really hoping it would be heads." That's your answer, or vice versa, take it as it resonates. Or, if it lands on heads and you're just like, "Yes, that's what I was hoping for." That's a way to really kind of start tapping into your intuition on these things because then it's one of those like, "Okay, so that is what I really do want to do." Um, so yeah, so I feel like there's a choice of I feel like you're at this point where you can choose to go on the journey to this happy family energy. And I feel like there's a lot of hopes and probably some fears going on about moving towards this energy. And then we've got the sun out here. And this is very much that joy energy, that, you know, dancing in a field of flowers with loved ones on a, wonderful sunny day, that kind of energy. Um, yeah, I feel like because this was on the journey. Okay. For some of you, this is very, very random. I just heard that for some of you, the person that you want feels like this energy. They feel like that sunshine to your rainy day energy. Um, just light and warm. And maybe there's a part of you that is intimidated by that in some way. Um, and that could be part of what's influencing this indecisive energy as well, as it's one of those like, if I take the leap, if I choose this journey towards this person, is it going to be too much? Are they even going to, entertain my offer, something like that. Um I feel like though for a lot of you like the energy here is very promising. I just want to say that. And I'm just reading on energies, the future is not fixed, all of that. The energy that I'm feeling though, it is very promising for a happy outcome. Um and then we've got the high priestess. So there's something in here. Just a minute. Right. So the high priestess is really, yeah, seek knowledge from within and without. The high priestess represents deep wisdom. Sometimes that wisdom, and there goes my book. Sometimes that wisdom comes from outside of us, and sometimes it comes from within us. And being that the book just flipped out, I feel like that was the message that wanted to come through. So I'm going to leave. We're just going to call that good on reading that. Okay. So with this is about balancing the internal versus the external approval uh, that you're operating from. I don't know if that's proper grammar, but basically what it is it's taking external advice. It's taking those kinds of things and balancing it with what you are thinking and feeling and knowing to be true for you. And so it's about really kind of coming from that balanced energy. Um and going within as much as you're listening to the external advice right now. For some of you, okay, for some of you I just heard it's actually listening more, well, that's probably true for everybody. Listening more to your internal guidance versus your external guidance. And yeah, okay. You and some more tarot. Right. What else? Got the Emperor. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. That is divine masculine energy. Um, yeah, it can go either way. You can resonate with being a divine masculine, or you could have your eyes on a divine masculine, is what I just heard. So take it as it resonates. Okay. So for some of you, I'm hearing communicating a missed opportunity, communicating something about a missed opportunity. And because it flipped out over here, hmm, this might be a side message for some of you. Something that is standing in your way from fully being able to embrace and and obtain this happy family energy is communicating a missed opportunity in some way. So for some of you, maybe that's a missed opportunity with the person, and maybe that's what you're communicating, and you are being asked to get into that emperor energy regardless of gender and communicate openly and honestly about whatever happened. For some of you, there could be a missed opportunity. Maybe you feel maybe it's career oriented or something like that, and you feel like if you would have done that thing, you would have like a better chance of being in this energy or something like that. And if that's the case, it's just one of those that's probably coming up for you right now so that you can look at it, process it, integrate it, and then still be able to, of course, obtain this energy. This is an energy that's available to all of us. Come in. We've got the Eight of Cups. Okay. And the Six of Cups. Oh. Oh, really? For some of you, what's blocking this happy family energy from coming in is um keeping yourself trapped in your mental prison, basically. It's the it's like the ruminating thoughts and the shoulda woulda couldas and the remembering certain things and then wishing you could go back and do things different. That kind of thing. And it's one of those, and then we've got the Nine of Swords, which is kind of that self-pity energy. It's kind of that, why did this happen to me? Why did I do that? Why did I have to experience that? Um, those kinds of thoughts and that type of energy. So I feel like that is what is blocking you at the moment from being able to step into this emperor energy, make this decision, allow yourself to go on this journey in whatever way you're being called to go on this journey, take this leap and, be in the sun. Um, with this person or these people. Um, and then we've got the Six of Cups and Eight of Cups. And so the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that you've put a lot of time, energy, and effort into. It's about building something and then saying, actually, scratch that. I'm going to start over. It's kind of that energy, but we're not really starting over. We're just redoing it or, starting from scratch, but we learned a lot in that building process. So this one's going to go easier. It's that kind of thing. And then we've got the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia. This can be literally talking about communicating with somebody from your past. Um, Reconciliation, that kind of an energy. It can also be about being in that childlike energy, that childlike wonder, feeling like a kid again, and, experiencing life from that aspect, that lens. And beings that's this happy family card, it definitely goes hand in hand here. Um, yeah, so I feel like there's a lot going on. This is big energy as well. Had some big energy in the past few readings. Um, but this is very much okay, yeah. And so what could be okay, okay. So what definitely could be blocking you from allowing yourself to obtain this happy family in whatever way that is for you is because there's something that you're being asked to walk away from. This can be belief systems. This can be people. This can be places. Maybe it would require you to move or something like that. Maybe it would require you to operate from a different energy. Um, things of that nature. And that could be part of where you're in your thoughts a lot right now, just like, you know, all the things. What if this? What if that? I wish I could have done this. I should have done that. It's very much being stuck in your thoughts. Um, yeah, and for some of you, it's going to be communicating something about that missed opportunity that's going to help shift this energy as well. The other thing that you can do to shift this energy is you can write those thoughts down. You can create with them in some way. I just heard write a song. You can paint, you can journal about it, you can draw. But just getting it out is one way that really helps. And that can really kind of help shift your energy and pull your energy back in, to your body, or, you know, physical, like, um, it yeah, it just helps you get out of that head spinny space is what I call it, where your thoughts are just doing this and just spinning and spinning all the time. It's really about kind of grounding that energy in and letting that energy move in some way, and then not attaching to all those thoughts that are trying to make its way to you. Um, Hopefully that helps. And then also with this Nine of Swords energy, it's one of those, like, hindsight is 2020. If we could go back and do things different, yeah. But it's one of those, do your best to shift your thinking to where, instead of like, I wish I could have done this, I wish I would have done that. It's like, okay, what about the situation am I being asked to take accountability for? Okay, I'll take accountability for that. And, what am I being called to do about that? And what did I learn from this situation? What can I do now about the situation? Things like that, that kind of starts to shift you more into that empowered energy, where you're able to, more come from that place of like sovereignty, and do something about it, more or less. So whether that's just getting it out, letting it move, creating with it, or whether it's actually, doing something like going and talking to a person, or, whatever. So, anyhow, nope. Okay. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Yeah, this is big stuff going on. So I wish you all the best. It is here for you, ultimately, with the sun and the happy family. It's here for you if you choose it. So just know that. Alrighty. Well, with that, yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I think I already said that. Okay. If this resonates, you can let me know in the comments below. If you like this message, feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit the subscribe. It is free, and I will see you on the next message. Bye.